Hello, how are you? I didn't expect to see someone here so fast. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just working here on my comic, trying to get the things done fast. I think I'm going to change today a little bit the style. Well, not much, but I'm going to simplify the way I'm coloring just to be faster. I the reason is because I just want to be able to finish this as soon as possible. So yeah, right now I'm just working on the color flats for these two pages. Well, this one is already done. I'm just doing the color flats for this next page, and after that, that's when I will start rendering everything. So yeah, I'm yeah. Oh, wait, what? Nice to invest in 2010 Bitcoin. What do you mean? So what I'm doing right now is just basically um, getting the silhouette done of all of the main um, characters or creatures like in the foreground. Oh crap! I just realized I was using um, the wrong tool. Usually I use this one to do the color flats like this, so I don't have to be so um, perfect with the lasso tool, and it just does the work for me. Now, here I have to be a little bit careful though, because I don't want it to like select. Oh, it's selecting everything. I just want to separate things here. I think I'm just going to select everything here, and then I'm just going to um, erase here. There we go. And yeah, now it works. Well, I guess needed something to start talking. Any random topic aside of the Bitcoin thing? Okay, now I'm just going to start working on this. What the? Oh. Oh, you're making a video. That's nice. About what? Are you going to make like a tutorial about writing or drawing or maybe about your comic? It looks good. Oh, thank you. Oh, you already upload. Oh, oh wait. Oh, nice. 800 views. That's a nice number for starting. Yeah. I think mine's the first like first video that I ever uploaded got like only 200 or so or 300. I already hid the video. It's so old though. Oh my lord, what am I? Okay. Dun, dun, dun. All right. I will leave the characters for the last. So I think I'm just going to work on this. The silhouettes here. I'm going to try to experiment a lot to speed things up. I don't want to waste too much time just, doing the color flats. So we're going like this. Should move. There we go. Here I need to fix this. What else? What else? Wait, what? I thought I changed the color. Alright, there we go. Okay. No, this guy over here. What? Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment, man. Oh, you're not drawing? Nah, that's fine. I appreciate uh the company. Yeah. Are you doing anything like anything on the side or just watching it? You're just enjoying the vibe. Oh, that's nice. Well, you can record that again if you want. You're not doing the live stream. It's going to take some time, but yeah. I understand that feeling though. Whenever I'm doing like voiceovers and stuff, I tend to say a bunch of nonsense. So that's mostly because I stutter a lot. I get too nervous, and then I also like I forget the words that I'm trying to say. I don't know why. Like I'm trying to explain something, and in the middle of that I just forget what I was saying. Oh crap. No. Okay. Oh, this is not. Ah, that's why. Wait, what? Okay. I'm using the same color. I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. Okay, so I need to fix this thing over here. Uh, okay, so this guy has made a small mistake. Just everything around here is supposed to be like brownish, kind of like an armor, skin armor. I don't know how it's called, but anyway. There. Now the tail. No, I think maybe like that. I thought I think it's okay like that. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to keep coloring the next creature. Okay. Now, what is this? Oh, there's another guy here. It's been a while since I drew these pages. I just forgot everything. So let's color this. Yeah, I think that's fine. Now let's finish coloring looks over here. I'm going to try just use this bucket tool and fix a few things with this other one. So there's no empty spaces between the lines, like that. Now we go back. Where's my colors? Select the skin, and again we fix things like that. I go back, do the same, and fix things around. I think I can. I thought I was using the same color. Never mind. Okay. There we go. Time to move to this other guy and wait. No, yeah, it's fine. Thank you. Honestly, just well, it took me a little bit to get used to it, but yeah, the thankfully like the program is quite similar to the one. Well, it's honestly almost the same one, the same as the one on PC. So it drawing here feels more like drawing with a like a Cintiq, which is very nice. And the pen pressure with in this tablet helps a lot because it makes it feel more traditional, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, I feel like I can be more precise with my lines. Okay. I think this goes all the way up. I think I did something wrong here. Yeah. Okay, now we have all of the characters done. Now it's time for the background, so I need to be consistent with it. I'm just going to copy the colors over here. So I'm going to copy this. So let's see. I'm going to create a new layer below that so it doesn't mix everything. And now I will start adding the colors on top. There we go. Let's see how we. I think we can just select everything over here and paint it in the same color. Just there we go. Then I'm going to select this one, go over here. Such a small detail though, but let's see. There. And now I will grab this one from the floor and add it over here. I just realized I think okay, so this one is supposed to be darker because they're like the creatures are inside of a cage or something, so I'm just going to make it darker to simulate like that it's part of the foreground. And later on I will just add like a layer or something to make it look like all this part is a part of a glass or something. I don't know. Let's see. What else can we do here? So the machine's over here, and we're just going to color it with the same one over here. And then I'm going to select this other one for the floor. Specific parts of the floor though. I don't want everything to be with the same color. Wait, I need to clean this. Okay. Now I'll paint this line that is supposed to be yellow. I love when I like adding details to the backgrounds, but at the same time when I have to color them, it's like, oh, so much work. Because I have to be careful with the small details. But bleh, anyway. I just have to keep going. Okay, what next? I think I can just color this here. That's it. I feel like I should work on the cage over here just to separate the foreground first. So, let's try to select another color for the cage. Maybe here. Oops. Alright, that's good enough. Well, that's good. And now I have to select this color. What is going on? Okay. And now we'll just color the background like this. And we have the background for this one done. That's it. Now for this one. I feel like hold on. Okay, I'm going to change it to this one over here. And now with the lasso tool, I have to frame this guy, so let's see. here. My finger is not working. Okay, that's good enough. I think. Yeah. Now let's just color this other part over here. Like that. And I think I'm just going to use this for here, but a little bit lighter. Yeah. So I can just select the background like that and the foreground. I think I can just I'm going to add the colors over here too. I think, yeah. Oops. All right. I'll mix these layers and create that new one to start with the background over here. I think I'm just going to lower the brightness of that one, and with the same color I'm going to paint the wall on the background. And for this thing, maybe I should go for a darker color like that. And for the background, a lighter color. There. Alright, I just finished the color flats for the second page, so I'm going to start rendering the previous page, and after that we will work on this one. But I'm just going to close this, get back here, and start coloring. I don't know if you guys can see here, I hope it's not too blurred, but what I'm doing is always creating a new layer. I paint it all the way black, so there's like a solid color on the background, so the layer effect later works. After that, after painting the layer in black, I will just use glow dodge, so it will make that black disappear. But if I paint on top with any other color, where's my soft brush, it will make it look like it's shining. You see? Hold on. Okay. So this should be okay. We'll just duplicate these two because I need one for the key light or backlight, which is basically the brightest parts over here, you see? And this one is going to be like the fill light, which is going to go inside the shadows, the light inside the shadows, like light reflections or a secondary light source. So I'm just going to select the shadows, create a mask here, select, then I invert the selection and create another mask on the other one. That way I can just color things without affecting the shadows, or I can just color the shadows without affecting the other side. So now let's see. So I forgot, I also like to add a new layer, a new multiply layer. This is the ambient color. Okay, I will put this in multiply, and usually for this I try to choose a color with 50% light luminosity or brightness, and then, for example, let's say for this part, I already know the color that I want to use for this one. It's going to be a little bit between cyan and green. So I will use the mask and I will color like that, so it makes the entire frame consistent with the colors. I think the color is too saturated though. I'm just going to reduce it a little bit to maybe there. I think that's fine. It still looks saturated though. I think that's okay. Now I'm just going to choose another ambient color for these scenes, which are outside of the, like in the training, how is it called, like the outside part of the base or whatever, like the training side, whatever, never mind, just forget what I'm saying. So I'm just going to choose maybe a warm color. Should I go for a warm color? So I don't want it to be too saturated, so I'm going to try first with a yellow with 5% saturation, and see how it looks. If it looks too yellowish, no, I think that's fine. Yeah, right now everything will look too dark, but that's the point because I want to add the light later with these two layers, so I don't need to worry about that right now. Okay. Uh, Hello. How are you? Uh, oh, thank you. Well, I'm not sure. Like, I mean, I would say as long as you're enjoying making stories, it should be fine, but don't rely too much on motivation. I would say try to make it a discipline, like a routine as soon as possible, and find ways to um, force yourself or to compromise yourself to keep going, you know? Like right now, for example, I'm doing this because thanks to you guys, because I'm doing the live stream and people like you guys are here to keep me on check, let's say. Um, is that the correct way to say things? But anyway, so you guys get what you mean. So um, that's one thing. It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to do this. I always do this kind of um, examples related to the gym or so. But for example, when you're going to the gym, at the very beginning it's going to be tough if you're going alone, but if you're going with a partner, with a friend or someone to keep you in check, so it is going to be much easier for you to be responsible to go because you already agreed with them that you are going to do that. So and you don't want to disappoint them. So yeah, that's at the very beginning, and later on, as you keep going and you see the results, that's when you're you no longer need that kind of motivation or so. It's more like you just have to go because you need it or something. So uh yeah, I think that's the best advice I could give maybe. Like do the same, like find a way to compromise yourself to keep going, to keep doing this. Like show your pages, show your process to people, and like make it like do it constantly so it compromises you to keep going, to keep posting, to keep working on your stuff. It is going to be tough though at the beginning. I mean, it was tough for me to keep going with this. I almost gave up, but then I realized I kind of want to keep going with this. I want to finish this story somehow. Um, so yeah, I hope that makes sense. I was stuttering a lot. Oh, but I do have to say I'm trying not to force myself though with this comic, because I have other priorities too. So I'm just trying to work on this as much as I can with the time that I have. And if for some reason in the future I just can't work on this, I will try to either stop, like find a way to finish it, or just make it into something else, like who knows, an art book or something. There are always ways to, I guess, turn the table or something. I don't know. I need to go ahead. Go ahead. Polish your script. Be careful with the time, the amount of time that you put though on that. Like the idea is, I think it's better if you keep posting rather than making the perfect video. If that makes sense, but I don't know. Well, never mind. Just do you. As long as you're enjoying what you're doing, it's fine. As long as you're consistent. But yeah, the thing that I do is just lately I have to deal a lot with the perfectionism and that stuff whenever I'm doing my videos and my illustrations. So I try to just do something good with 1% better. You know what I mean? Just upload the thing because I think it's better. I was too afraid of not making the perfect thing, the perfect video, the perfect story, whatever, that it kind of blocked me and made me stop from actually doing the work. So, and I was thinking, I think it's just better to just post stuff and be consistent rather than try to do the perfect thing and at the end of the day not do anything. So I'm just talking from my previous experiences, and I don't know if you're going through the same thing, but hey, if you're going through the same thing, maybe it helps. If not, well, you can ignore me. It's fine. I'm just trying to talk about whatever and hopefully help. So yeah. Oh, well, that kind of makes sense. Well, uh, well, I mean, if you feel like you need to, I mean, if you already have a way to fix the video, fix the script, go ahead, because I know that that's going to bother you for if you don't fix it. But yeah, just go ahead. I understand that feeling though. That's why I sometimes I tend to take too much time with my stuff because like once I see the mistake, I'm like, nah, I have to fix it. I have to make it better. Unless it's like already done, you know. If I already submit the thing, it's like, ah, I should just leave it and keep moving. Have I seen Atla? No, no, I never heard of that. Is that a movie or series? Oh, that's good. What you're thinking right now, like doing the designs, like in the important characters, I think that's good. Like, um, I would say flesh. I hope the expression is correct. Flesh out the characters first, like how they are going to look, and just get the important things on the first issue. And as you go, you let's say there's like an issue where there's a new vehicle or something, that's when you will design the concept for that, I would say. But if you prefer to get everything prepared from the very beginning, that's also okay. But for me, for example, the only concept art that I had for the first issue was just the character, the main character, and that's it. The rest was like I was just winging it. I was going with the flow. And then later on for this second issue, I have more like uh how is it called? Like I need to really design stuff because they're going to be important for the story. That's when I will do the concept art for the creatures, for example, the new characters here, and then also for the weapons, because because I'm going to use that as reference for all of the panels later on. So like I think, I mean, my point is that if you're going to draw a specific character several times in several panels and it's something very important, I think that's when you need a concept art. But it's if it's like a secondary character that he's not going to show up for like one page or so, he's only going to show up for a page or so, I think it's not worth it. I think you should just wing it, just design it as you go. But that's the way I do things. It could be different for you. It really depends on the way how you think about your story and how you're going through it. But take this advice as someone who's also like um writing his own story for the first time though. Like yeah, sure, I have experience making comics and all that stuff. I did some character designs as work, but and sequential pages, but for writing the story, that's something different. That's how that is how I'm doing things now and how things are working for me. And I don't know if it helps. I hope it helps. If not, well, I'm really sorry, but yeah. Try to experiment a lot, I would say. Play around with it. Be like a kid. Just have no fear about the result. Oh, you meant Avatar. I did watch Avatar, like the old series, the animated series. I watched it like twice, I think. I barely remember everything, but the story is so good, like very well made. I still can't believe that's like a kids show, because sure, when I was a kid, I was watching that, and but I didn't pay attention to every single detail. But the second time that I watched it, like 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was, that's when I catch many details there, which was like insane. Detail by details, I don't mean like Easter eggs or something. Details, I mean more like character development or stuff like, or hidden messages about life itself or stuff like that, if that makes sense. So I don't know, it was just cool. I was trying to, at that time I was trying to um see the, I don't know how to explain it, like see the message or something behind the story, and it was kind of nice. And I think it was Suko. I liked how his character developed through the story, and I don't know, I just enjoyed the story a lot. Yeah, I design as you go, honestly. So yeah, because otherwise, if you end up designing everything from the very beginning, I mean, sure, if you have a very strong world building, like you want to have a very strong world building or something like, and you need a bunch of stuff, then yes, maybe it might be worth it to pre like do some concept art of everything, or most of it, not everything though. But if you're going to, you're just trying to have fun with your story and it's not that dense, if that makes sense, like it's more, the story is a bit more simple, then I think that's when just design as you go and how you see it necessary. I think I don't know if mangakas, I think mangakas, they design as they go, because like the way they work on their stories, they just basically wing it. Like, sure, they have like an idea or something where to start and where to end, but like when they're writing their scripts and all of that, they just do it as they go. They just write the stuff as they go. They don't have all of the dialogues already done from the very beginning. They design the layouts of the pages, and then that's when they write the how's it called, the dialogue. Because I see it this way. I think it's much better when you have the pictures there, so you can see the pacing of the story and you can feel more of the emotion of the story and how it is going. And I think there's a book on how to write comics, I think the Marvel way or something. Or wait, maybe I'm mixing things, but I think there was someone that said that sometimes writers, they will script like an outline of what is happening in the scene, but they won't write the dialogue itself, and then they will let the artist just basically go with the flow of whatever they have, and they will write the story based on that. Not all of them do that though, just saying. But yeah, that was one of the ways to work on stories and comics. So my comic is a continuation of book 4. Oh yeah, I mean, the as you go, you will have to be more careful with the details and all that stuff. So that's when it's good to have like your concept. I have on the side right now. You cannot see that because for some reason my OBS won't stream the app. I'm using pure reference. I have all of my concept art there, which is basically 3 designs for the main characters, one for like to make a wolf or something, and then like for the hellhound, the creatures, I have 4, and then the villain, and also some of the weapons that the characters will use, and that's it. That's all I have. Something that I want to try later on is like design the environment, but I don't know how much time do I have for that. But so I'm just right now I'm designing things as I go. That's a great question. Perfection is okay. So here's the thing. I do try not to go back. Most of the time I will just, if I consider that page finished, I'm like, okay, I'm done. That's it. I'm not going to touch that page for today, and I'm going to keep moving forward, because otherwise I'm going to be stuck in the same page over for a long time. And I do that especially whenever I'm working for someone else, because there's a tight deadline, and that's when I'm like, okay, I finished this page for today. If I didn't like it, but it was approved, I should leave it as it is. Like they liked it, so I should just submit it and just then keep working on the next one and try to make it better on the next page. But at the same time trying to be kind of consistent with the previous page because you want to be, you know, consistent with the style, if that makes sense. But yeah. But right now, for example, I don't really I kind of have a deadline with this one, but I try not to go back and forward that much. The main reason is because I want to finish this as soon as possible. And I I know I shouldn't have like make a long story, but right now it's just that I enjoy doing this kind of like cinematic scenes and seeing the pacing of the story, that the story kind of end up being larger. So yeah, but yeah, I'm just trying to just move forward, just keep going and not get stuck in the same page over and over once it's done. I try to get a page done in a single day. That, I mean, the black and white colors. If we, no, sorry, the black and white, not with colors. Then, but with once I have to do the colors, it's the same thing. Once I finish the page, I finish the colors in the same day. I don't want to touch that thing on the next day. I want to leave that as it is. Sometimes, like you will see me finishing the page in the stream, but I will end up retouching things off screen in the same day. But that's it. It's not like the next day I will redraw stuff from previous pages. Unless I have like a huge mistake, you know? If it's something like a huge mistake, a very bad mistake, that's when I'm like, okay, now I have to fix this. But if it's something minimal, like, oh, I didn't like the color over here, oh, I didn't like the tiny little proportion over here on the eye, blah blah blah, it's like, no. I think most of the time I will just leave it as it is and keep moving forward. These guys, everything looks too dark here, so I'm just going to select everything. 365, right? I don't know what happened with your message retract. Oh, did you? Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought it was my chat that blocked your message or something, and I was worried. Why not leaving it black and white? Well, I'm considering that, but I kind of like how it looks with colors, and at the same time, I'm like, hey, Webtoon artists can do this. Like, they do the whole thing with colors, why I can't do the same? I'm like, dang it. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do the colors. So, and I feel like one of the strongest points, or yeah, one of the strongest points of the story is the colors too, the cinematography of that, the lightning. So I'm afraid that if I stop doing the colors, it might look too dull. Because the idea of this comic was to look somewhat cinematic, kind of like an animated movie. And yeah, just that. But it all depends on how things goes, if I have the time later on, if I don't have the time. So let's see. I just hope in the future, once I start to work on like I find a job, like a 9-to-5 job or whatever, I still have time to work on this stuff, because I need to find a job as a graphic designer. And the funny thing about being a graphic designer is kind of similar to being a comic artist. It's time consuming. So I kind of traded one one job for the same thing, but at least it's going to be more stable because the work is more uh, there's more demand on the work. Anyway, but sometimes I feel like I should just keep going with my comics and, you know, push forward, like work harder to find a job as a comic artist. But anyway, everything happens for a reason. They say. They say. Oh, okay. That's something I never heard of before. That's new. I mean, honestly, it doesn't sound bad. Like, what if I just finish the black and white, like just the story in black and white, and if it goes well, whenever I want to print the comic, is like that's when it is going to be with colors. It just adds to it, but uh, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Another thing is that I want to try to make pages with colors in a single day. I remember there was a time when I was working in Cinescope. I don't know how I did that, but for some reason I was like, I told my editor that I wanted to do my pages with colors, and I went insane. I don't know how I finished like each single page with colors. Uh, but yeah, after that I was like, no, man, I'm not going to do that again. I died trying to do that. I want to see definitely like if I am able to, like with the speed that I have now. I was funny thing is that remember I don't know if you guys saw my previous live stream like the from the very beginning. Um, I was asked. Wait, were you guys the ones who asked me like in how much time I can finish a page? I I can't remember, but I'm sorry. But anyway, so I've been asked like how much time can I finish a page, and I said like 5 to 10 hours, and then I watched the stream, and I was like, I was actually finishing a page in 4 hours or three, and I'm doing colors, and I'm doing the colors now, and I'm like I'm finishing 2 pages, the colors of 2 pages in 4 hours. I'm like, I thought I was slow. Wait, am I slow? I don't know how fast the colorists do their work though, but it just feels like I'm much faster now without even noticing. I just don't know. I guess I'm just trying to simplify things more than before and not caring much about like the tiny details or something, you know? But let's see. Don't get me wrong though, it's not like it's very consistent. Sometimes I do take like 5 to 10 hours to finish a page. There was one page over here that I just could I from the start to the end I just couldn't. I finished that too late, and I started that page like early in the morning, and when I finished the page I think it was like 8 p.m. or something. So it really depends. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to do something. Just realized I could just make a selection of everything here and unselect just the foreground characters, and that's it, instead of selecting each single part of the background. So, yeah. What? Huh? Oh, unselect. Okay, never mind. My brain didn't brain here. Ta-da! That's so. That was fast. I just did like a gradient, and everything looks like colored now. Um, I'm going to add some texture later on. Don't worry about it. I'm just trying to get the light done as fast as I can to just to do something decent. And if I have time, that's when I will add more detail. Hell yeah, congrats on that. You got this, man. You have time. I think I'm going to render a little bit his face here. It looks too flat for my taste, so but I will do that later. I want to finish the light here. Okay, now how do we do this? I think I'm just going to select the whole thing over here. Since the characters are too small, I'm just going to use a gradient like that. Maybe more. There. And then another gradient from this way, so the shadows doesn't look too dark. Now, Pierce, the guy here, the general, the suit is too dark, so I do need to just add more light to it, I think, so it is more obvious. So maybe like that. And we add some light over here. Yeah, that's okay. I don't need it to be like all the way like that, but yeah. Hello! How are you, man? How is it going? Oh, you're making a fanfic about about that? Oof, that's going to be cool. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm going to start adding some shadows over here, but I need to change the value of the brush. So There we go. Now it looks better. Now here's the part where I need to be careful because I need to change a little bit my style here. I don't want to over render and make it look like too realistic, quote unquote. So oh man, I really need to like simplify things for comics. It's just that I just love to render stuff. I got too used to like rendering everything. And did I ever show you guys my paintings? I used to paint too. I mean, there are some videos in my channel when I was painting, but anyway. Um, how do we do this? I think I can just add like a small shadow over here. And this, bruh. There. Now, I'm trying to think how to. Oh my god, this looks too bad. Holy, 10 revisions for the story, that's nice. So that story is going to be solid. Well, I mean, you told me, right? You want to be more like a writer. Like you want to tell more, tell stories or build stories. So I see why you're focusing a lot on the story. I mean, uh, if you gave it like a bunch of revisions and you showed that to other people to check on your story, I think, I mean, if they liked it, then you're doing something good, right? I I hope. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I think being careful with the continuity of the story is really difficult. especially making the dialogues like feel natural, you know. I'm still trying to figure out like that thing. I'm just trying to improve as I go with the writing. I like there's one thing that I saw when I was trying to do my research on how to write stories, and I liked that thing about suggesting stuff without really showing that on um like literally showing that or writing that on the dialogue. Like you can suggest stuff by writing other things or something. I don't know how to explain. Like there's one example like um seeing a character always waking up. You want to like make it look like the character wants is always waking up super late, so you this is a comment that I got on one of my shorts about the story, and it makes total sense. Instead of saying like um oh, I woke up late this time, it's like more like I woke up late again. So you're basically saying that this guy is like lazy, he's always waking up late, he has a bad routine, or something like that. He has no job or something. And by the way, to the guy who commented that, thank you so much for that one. I'm trying to be really conscious on my story and how to suggest stuff. But anyway, I'm not I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to do things. I'm trying to improve as I go and learn, play around, and again, be like a kid and have fun with it. I think the best way to learn stuff is when you have no fear of the result, how is it going to look, and you just play around with everything and have fun with it, like when you were a kid. Oh, is this going to pay the bills? Nah, don't worry about it. Just do the thing. Are they going to like it? As long as you like it, is fine. Otherwise, you will always fear about trying new things. So I don't know. I'm just trying to be more like that, if that makes sense. And here am I rendering more. Just okay. Just going to render more the eye, I guess. So what did I just do now? Okay. And let's not forget about the highlights over here. There we go. Much better. Not overly rendered, but it's decent, I guess. There. Yeah, I think I still need to add some highlights here. We need to make things consistent, right? So there we go. Just very lightly, very softly. Now, for this, I'm going to color it like this. Oh, wrong layer. There. to add some shadows over here. Let's not forget about the hand. That's the second thing that people tend to see. First is the face, and then it's the hands. So just a little bit of rendering, some shadows to add volume. Uh, well, I don't know about the I mean, if it helps you for the characters, sure, I guess, but I don't think you need that for every single character. For vehicles, though, that might be useful, because if you have I don't think you even need to print that. If you have a 3D of that, you can use that as reference and just make a screenshot of the vehicle and lower the opacity and just draw on top, and that's it. Because like, it's just a vehicle. Unless like, that's if you're learning how to draw the vehicle. But if you have experience drawing the vehicles, then just wing it, draw it. For me, the way I started drawing vehicles was like, I just couldn't. I couldn't draw vehicles for some reason, and I had to use some 3D. And as time passed, drawing more vehicles, I just learned how to do it, and now I just don't use 3D. I mean, I don't do it on the as a layer below, with a layer below. I just draw it. For the environment, again, if you have the 3D for the environment, then that's also great. Because if it's going to be like a place where your characters are going to be a bunch of times, and they're going to be shown there a bunch of times through the story, through the comic, then I think it's worth it. But if not, then let's say you're going to make an environment, how is it called? An environment for just one panel or just one page, I don't think that's worth it. But if it's going to be through the whole story, through several pages, that's when, yeah, definitely use 3D, just to make it more consistent and save you time. What do you guys think about this? Like, I have this question, a small debate. Do you think it's more important the art or the story in comics? Like, yeah, does it really matter how things look? Indeed. It's tough though. But yeah, I do think the same. It has to be somewhat in the middle. Like, comics, the art in comics, sure, they should be good, great, but not like a masterpiece, you know? Because like, each single page will be like, people will read each single page like in a few seconds, so it doesn't really matter to make a masterpiece in each single panel. as long as the pages are consistent, I think that's fine. What am I doing here? That's it's just that I'm trying to like think that way now. Like, hey, I don't need to make every single page like the best page ever. I just need to do something that looks good, that works well, but it's not like a masterpiece. Because otherwise, I'm going to spend too much time just in a single page. So I wish though I could just have all the time in the world and do my 100% in each single page, but nope. I am going to die if I do that, so oh, thank you so much. I mean, we don't know about the story yet though, like but thank you so much for saying that at least the art is like balanced, you know? I'm trying so bad to find a way to simplify things in my art style here so I can actually do everything, do the colors, do the inks. So yeah, that's a huge compliment. Thank you. I don't know if you guys, if you see my older work, I used to do like a bunch of this hatching stuff, and that kind of like it was great with the black and white pages, but when I was coloring, then it it was all hidden later on by the colors. Like sure, the colors were looking good, but then I don't know. I felt like I was wasting time doing these kind of textures when I was going to end up doing the textures with the colors. So that's how I kind of learned to simplify my style more. Well, that's if I'm doing the colors. So if I'm doing just the black and white, that's when I will just add more hatching and stuff. But I lately I'm preferring to draw just in a very clean way. Very quote unquote very, still not, it's clean but not that clean. Do, do, do. Urasawa, that sounds, the name sounds to me Urasawa. Oh, wait, I he has like a YouTube channel or something making podcasts or interviews with other mangakas, right? I think. How do I color this? Let's see. Nah, hold on. Mm, what if I, bruh, I don't know. I think I'm just going to just add a highlight like this. then I will just do the other way around. I will just add the shadows. All right. Just add in some small shadows over here to add some volume. I'm trying my best not to over render this, honestly. Um, yeah, I think this is decent enough. I'm going to again add more light over here. It looks too dark. And then I will just add the shadows. So like that. With this, grab the lasso tool and add some volume here. Oh, that's too dark. Hold on. Never mind. That's fine, I guess. I will add the shadows over here. And then here. There we go. If you notice here, most of the time whenever I'm doing like clothes, and I mean folds in clothing, in clothes, whatever, I try to use either triangles or how is it called, rhomboids? Yeah? No? I don't know. It's just easier to make it look more like a fold. So, feel like, oh my, I need to get like a glove or something for my hand. Every damn time I'm like lowering the opacity of the layer by accident. So, anyway. There we go. You mean like watch Avatar again to inspire get inspired? Well, that's nice. Grab some popcorn and have a good time there. I forgot, you just made me remember that like I'm also trying to base my story, well, not base, but get inspired with Final Fantasy, you know? And I have the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now, remake. I'm trying to play that and I forgot to keep playing that, bro. I need to play that thing to get more inspirations for my story. But anyway, I just remember that my biggest inspirations for this story is mostly Final Fantasy 14, especially the Shadowsbringer DLC, Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7, and Solo Leveling, and other animes like uh, Boku no Hero or Attack on Titan. So yeah. This. I'm just going to leave it like that. I think I can add some texture over here. Going to use this brush. I hope it's not too. It is dark. Maybe. Okay. Just adding small stuff like that. Ish, too dark. Like that, and then a little bit more. I want to make subtle texture over here. Like that. And then we'll just use the brush. fix some of the things around. And yeah, that's good enough. Now the floor over here. Right, I'm using the wrong layer. I feel like it's better if I use this dry brush over here. I'm going to increase a little bit the brightness. So yeah, I think this is better. We'll do the same for the ground here. It's supposed to be like some kind of dirt or whatever. Blah 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 blah. Let's see if I can add the texture. Then we lower this. Alright, just trying to be subtle with that. There we go. Let's go then. Yeah, keep going, keep working on your stuff, keep grinding. You will make it, bro. You will make it. You will make it work. You just need to work hard. I just realized that I went super silent. I was super focused on this. Um, anyway, I think I'm just going to add the final touches on this one. I'm going to create a new layer. This one is going to be for the volumetric light, So fx, wait, come on, wait. All right, okay. Now I need the color right here. I will change the layer mode to hard light, and with the mask on top, that's when I will use the gradient. I don't want it to be too much though, I want it to be softly, so like that. It's very gentle, but it adds to the scene, makes it look more believable, and kind of like an animated scene or something. So yeah, it just helps to make the panel look more finished and polished, like that. We do the same in each single panel over here. Maybe more. Too much. Nope. I'm debating how the. Okay, I'm going to use the soft brush here to erase a little bit, I think. But not too much. It's supposed to be very gentle. But anyway, yeah, I think that's good. We move here and do the same thing. And now this is a change of environment, so I need to change the color. I will use a cyan color or green. But needs to be lighter though. I think that works. All right. I wonder if I can add more texture. How can I make this look better? Let's see. Where's this? I'll go over here and I think I can use a watercolor brush over here to add just some texture. It's very small though, it's not. Yep, I think that's okay. And I'll do the same here on the shadows. I think it has to be lower. There. I think that's fine. That's decent. I'm just going to... I don't know if I should render this more. Nah, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to start working on the next one. I need to finish this today, so... Again, we do the 2 layers for the light. Tuck, tuck. Now, glow dodge for these 2. Now, I need to move this layer over here, create a multiply layer, and I forgot I need to copy the color in this one to make it look consistent. So we copy this, we turn on all of these things. What happened here? Oh, yeah, okay. We go here, and since everything is in the same environment, I'm just going to paint the whole page with the same color. And what I want to do is just affect the panels. So I'm attaching this layer to the layer below. And now I think I'm ready to work on this. Create the mask. Okay. Now I want to finish this fast, so I'm just going to select everything that is supposed to be on the foreground. And with the gradient, I'll just add the light like this. Yeah, I think. Yeah, like that. And now we select everything on the background. And where's the gradient? Yep, like that. Now I still need to add more light to the characters over here on the background. So I'm going to select all of it again, and with a soft brush I'm going to start adding the light. Now again. Is this guy all in shadow? Oh, okay. Select everything here, and we add some light from this side. Do the same thing for the cache. And now the background over here. What happened here? Oh, I need to fix it. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Alright. Time to add some light to the characters over here. Now that the background is done, I will select all of them right now, I think, so I don't waste time. We add the rim light here and also here. Now with the other one, the other layer, I add soft reflection of the light on the side. Now I want to fix this part, I think. So I'm going to add the shadows. Over here, just to add volume, like that. I think I can also add the shadows over here. Yeah, that's fine. Now I kind of need to fix this layer over here, so I'm going to delete the mask, and create the layer, I mean the mask again, like that. Now it should work better. I'm going to select this part and add some fill light, like that. Yeah. Let's select the characters on the foreground. Oops. Let's see I'm not missing anything in the selection. And yeah, now I can start adding some light on top. Where's the... there. I think, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Now softly I will add the reflection of the light here. And do the same for this character. How many pages is my book? Well, this one is kind of like 58 pages. I mean 56 without counting the cover and the other page inside over here, which is mostly black, but yeah, 58 pages. Well, this for this second chapter. I'm going to start working on this creature over here. There. There. Now should be adding how do I do this? Okay, never mind. Just going to select the floor here. Yeah, it's there are like a bunch of pages that I need to finish with the colors now, but yeah, it's coming coming along. I don't know, but yeah. Thank you so much. I hope this ends up looking good. Oh, what happened there? Oh, wrong tool. Okay, I think that's decent enough. I will fix this later. I'm going to keep working on the rest of the panels, just adding the basic light. And the light. We add the light here and then from below. Now we select the background and add the gradient on top here. I think this works. Now I go with the characters here again to start adding the light on them. side the reflection of the light, very gentle. And now we work on the foreground and the background. For the foreground, I just want to use this one. Oh. Now that the foreground is done, I want to work on the background. I'm going to select this. Like that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Now I work on this other one. I forgot that those are lights. I need to fix this in a bit. I'm going to change the colors of these two parts. I think I want this to be I don't know, which color should I use? Yellow? Okay. Okay. Now I will start adding some. Oh, I still need to fix this part. I forgot about this. So let me just select the color over here and paint this here. I think I can just color until this line. What? Okay. No, never mind. Should go all the way here. There. Now I will start adding some details here on the floor. So let's start adding details for the hair. here. Now that I have this, I will start using a little bit of the blending brush so it doesn't look too solid in every single edge. I'm trying to keep some of the hard edges on some parts. I'm just mostly blending these kind of pointy parts, and then the rest of the hard edges I will just keep it, because that helps to construct the shape of the four. So yeah, I will keep doing this to each single part. And that's looking better, so I just need to add a little bit more here. And probably I'm going to add some highlights here on the mouth. There. And a little bit on the nose maybe. And now I have to do the highlights here. I think for this one I'm going to just use a brush. Just to use the texture a little bit here. Not working. Okay, wrong layer. Okay, like that. I guess this one is with the other layer. Like that. Now I still need to add some light over here. Now I just want to add some shadows here. Where's the soft brush? I think I'm going to add the shadows mostly on the lower parts, like that, as this is going to work as ambient occlusion. Now it looks more 3D. Now I have to do the same thing over here. Like that. I will add some details over here too. I forgot about this guy. I don't like this. Hold on. A breakthrough in your story? What do you mean? Oh, okay, that's nice. That's good to hear. Is it because of the refinement? The oh, like to hook the audience, you mean? Like having one of the best scenes on the beginning to hook the audience? doing here? Hold on. Oh, I see. Like slowly building things up as it goes. Yeah. What am I doing here? Hold on. Okay, so the light is coming from here. I need to color this guy the other way around. Like this. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Now, I think I can add more. Yeah, there. Now, here. Da-da. I think this works. Okay. Now I just need to probably add some textures or something here. Where's my brush? That's too bright. Probably 55. Yeah, I think that's okay. Dun, 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 dun. Now we add some shadows over here to add the textures of the ears. Like that. maybe I should add here a little bit of light on the fangs. Like that. And there we go. I think this looks decent. Now I just need to add some light to the eyes, like this. Same to this guy. Oops. All right. I do try to make each single scene to work as it goes. I try to build everything up at the end because there's an outline, there's a specific ending that I want to go for, so I do need like each single scene to build up for that end one. I mean, at the end of the day, that's how stories works, right? But yeah. Some scenes might be more focused though on the development of the character or to know more about the character. Or maybe to know more about the world he lives in. I think I spent too much time rendering this guy, but anyway, I'm just going to leave it like that. And I mean, you can analyze the story if you want once it's out there, because I mean, it's not that deep though. For now, I guess. I'm just trying to have fun with the story. I forgot I was going to leave this. I'm not going to render that. There we go. I think I need to lower this, the values of this. I think that's decent. I forgot to add the colors of the eyes over here. Well, just like that. There. Okay, so I'm just going to start adding some shadows, maybe. No. No, I think I'm going to do the other way around. I'm going to do the highlights for the 4. nice now. That was enough for the texture on the 4. There we go. Whoa. He looks more alive now. Okay, now I have to work on the force of this part. I think, I don't know how much though, because oh, sorry. Okay, now I'm just going to start adding some lights on the fang, like that. Maybe a little bit more though. I think it's too, this is too light. There we go. Yeah. Takes time to work on panels, like so many things are happening. Okay, now time to add. Oh, this is in shadow too. Oh. Wait, just going to select all of these so I don't mess up and I don't end up like going outside the lines. So yeah, like that. Hold, what is going on here? Okay. All right. Now I just need to add some small details over here. Hopefully, I don't need to over render these. There we go. Oof, too much. All right. Let's see. Still need to add like a layer on top of this to make it look like glass. So I'm just going to select this. I need all of this to be selected, so I need to be careful with that nothing is left behind. Okay, that's good. I think this is good. Also this part. And now in this new layer I will just Uh, paint it like this, and maybe how about multiply? No. Maybe screen and reduce. Reduce it a little bit like that. No, I just need to. No, never mind. This is not working. Multiply. Hold on. Maybe there? Now I just need to paint the reflection of this. So there. I think this works much better. Let's see. Now I have to do the same thing here. Um, this. Oh, should be probably less. Maybe less. Maybe less. Yeah, there. Now I will paint on top of this to add some reflections. And mm, I think I'm just going to keep it like that. See if I have to clean the lines over here. Probably, yeah. Yep, I think this works. Now I need to add the light. I wouldn't say so. I think it's going to take some time until there's a lot of people here. But I want this to keep it as relaxing as possible, honestly. That's the goal of the draw with me live streams. So I think we're going to be here for a while. But who knows? I think I'm hearing thunders right now. Okay. I think I'm done with this page. I don't know if it's too... I am too used to rendering so much my pages that looking at this page without that much shadows and stuff makes me feel awkward. So let's see what I can add. Or maybe I should just move on. Mm. By the way, I didn't say this before, I forgot to say it, but I'm glad that you are enjoying the live streams and relaxing with it, you know? Yeah. I'm going to change the color of this one, I think. Something... Oh, no, that's... Maybe there? I don't know. Huh, what's going on here? Oh. All right. Oh no. Um, lasso tool. Now I'm just going to erase a little bit here and there to add the reflection of the glass. That, no, I don't like it. Yeah, that's decent enough. Alright, now I need to add a little bit of color hold here so it looks more like glowing, like it's glowing, sorry. So, oh here, a saturated orange maybe. That should work. I feel like I can add more light over here, so I'm just going to select this guy. Crap. Increase the light like this. Yep. Maybe it's too much? I don't know. There. Alright. Now color holes here. I think let's try this. So to separate the foreground with the background. And that's it. Yeah. Alright, I think this works. Let's see. We have these 2 pages done. Nothing fancy, very simple rendering, I think. Trying to keep it simple. I am no longer going to render like this page over here. I think I rendered too much. which looks nice, but it's time consuming, so yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to head uh go well, leave the live stream now. That's all for today. Thank you so much for staying, for having a small chat with me while working. Sorry if I went too silent by the end, but yeah. See you guys until the next live stream, I guess. Bye bye. Alright, peace.